Okay, hello guys. Hello guys, Goldie here again. This video for today is just kind of me showing the what gear I'm using at the moment, this present time, and what I use for touring, and what I'm using for the live shows in my band Stellar Addiction. So here we are, stick around. Alright, so the main gear that I'm using at the moment, starting from the guitar, is my PRS Custom 24. This is my artist package 20th anniversary Blue Mateo. And my backup is a Custom 22 as well. It's a Jade 2015. This one has the HFS pickup and the vintage bass. The other one, the Jade Green Custom 22, has the 5815. I've got some videos of these two guitars that I talk about. But this one is connected through my wireless system. This is the Shure GLXD, so the pedal variant. So I'll show you my pedal board here. Now I am a pedalboard type guitarist these days. I've converted to that for kind of practical reasons, especially when you're touring nationally, internationally. Sometimes you want to just not bring the amp and maybe borrow someone's amp and put it on clean. So this is how I have my setup. This is my pedal board. This is a BCB 60, and that is all the pedals are on, and that's using the Joyo PLX8 to control everything, to control which ones are on. So we'll start with the clean channel on this one. Okay, so that's the clean channel, which is going through the Strymon OB1 compressor, optical compressor, and that's connected to I usually have that connected to my reverb right here, which is an Artist Deep Space. Also that's actually rebranded by from a Joyo Space Verb. Okay, and this is how I use it, my clean tone. That also has another preset in bank number 2. So right now it's bank number 1, as you can see here. Bank number 2. Okay, so I don't know why it does that sound there, but bank number 2 is now including the clean tone with the time travel, the Artist time travel delay, which is this one. That is also a rebrand of a Joyo Quattro. It sounds pretty good. I use it for one of my band songs, one of Stellar Addiction songs, called Unbroken. So kind of like this. You know, so the settings on that, you can see the Strymon is set to you can see, I hope you can see the dials there. I've also marked all my settings across all my pedals because the This BCB60 has a lid with some a foamy top to it, which protects the pedal, which is good, but it also messes with the settings. So I mark everything so I can I don't have to think about how I set it previously. I can just look at the markings and set it accordingly. So the Joyo Quattro, or the I'm going to open up all the settings here, because these smaller pedals, they have smaller dials, which is a bit hard to see, but the settings on the time travel or Joyo Quattro is set to copy delay. Mix is about 11:30 on the dial. Time is about 11 o'clock. Feedback's about 11 o'clock as well. The deep space is set to church reverb, and the mix is on about 2 o'clock. The decay is about 10:30 on the dial. And a tone is about 1 o'clock on the dial. So that's my main kind of like my clean tone. Now next one is my crunch, which is the AC booster. Okay, so that is set to just a mild kind of bite to it. This is my this is the tone that I use in one of Stellar's songs, Unbroken. There's a quieter bit there where there's this is sort of in the background. So my when it comes to the levels, the clean and the rhythm channel is set kind of the same, and the AC booster is set about around about 6 dB lower than both of them. And this is how I use it. If you listen to Unbroken, which I will link over here, that's you'll see that tone in the beginning. You'll hear it in the beginning. So that's my my crunch tone. Okay, so just by itself. That's just the crunch there. Now next one is preset C, which is my rhythm. This is my main rhythm pedal. Rhythm C has the has 2 pedals in it, which is my BB Plus from Exotic Effects, and that goes onto the ISP decimator. This one, which is the first generation IS decimator. I found it cheap from a like a cash converter store or whatever you call it in your country. But I use the as you can see, the settings are displayed on the BB Plus. I hope you can see it, but I like this distortion because the style of it is like an amp with a pedal pushing the front of it. So it's like a hot. I think this sound is based on a hot rodded Marshall, which I kind of dig because it's tight enough, and it cuts through the mix, and it has some dynamics and some clarity on the distortion. So this is how it sounds. So yeah, this is pretty much how it sounds. And that's pretty much my main rhythm channel. Next one is preset D, which is my solo channel. That one is pretty much my Joyo, what's this? The Little Blaster. Right now this is the artist Detonator, but yeah, it's equivalent of the Joyo Little Blaster. The volume on this one is pretty high. It's set on 3 o'clock to make it at least maybe 6 dBs higher than my rhythm to cut through the mix. And the gain is set to about maybe 4 o'clock or something, so that's the sound gets it gets a little more chewy and not too stiff sounding, and also sustain, and it becomes thick. The presence is actually not really a presence knob. It's kind of like a high mid control, if you will, and that's what I noticed, and also that's what other YouTubers or demonstrators of the pedal say. But my tone on this one is pretty much close to 0, because when you've got a solo that's got a lot of volume pushing through, you tend to not. I don't want to like slice people's head off with too much treble, you know. So this is how my my solo tone sounds. Pretty much the solo tone. And this one, this whole pedal board runs through to my Marshall DSL 15H. The amp is set on clean, dials are set accordingly, and I'll show a little video of it. So the amp, the DSL 15H, goes onto a Marshall Vintage, no sorry, not a Marshall, but Celestion Vintage 30, which is housed in a Blackstar HT5R combo cabinet, combo amp. I'm just using the cabinet as a kind of like a slave cab for the Marshall DSL 15H, because that's the main amp that I use for live. Now the cab, the Vintage 30, is mic'd with a what's this? It's mic'd with a Interlink DM57. You could probably tell what that's a copy of, and also it's also mic'd with a Superlux PRA228A, which is I believe a clone of an Audix D2, I think it is. And yeah, that's going to the Scarlett 2i2 and onto my computer. So this is pretty much my my gear as of June 2018. Now I've been thinking about, because I'm using a pedal setup, I've been thinking about using or Seymour Duncan, the Power Stage, because it seems like a good product. I'm thinking about using a Seymour Duncan Power Stage 700 for my main amp that'll amplify these pedals, because it's portable and it's light and it's got a lot of power and headroom. So I've been thinking about that. If you guys have one, let me know what you think of yours, because yeah, I'm looking to keep on getting better gear, so that I can have better experiences live. Maybe it will make my flow of my gear better, like setting up and tearing down and things like that. Portability for international tours, which the band is getting every year, and national tours as well within Australia. So anything that'll make things easier and easier is good. But I hope that this little milestone video has given you some value. Hope that it's made you happy with the gear that you have, if you had the same pedal or two as me, and hopefully that's made you more happier about that piece of gear. Hopefully just enjoyed this this video that I'm sharing. It's like I said before, it's more for a video for me to myself for in the future as reference, and also just to kind of show people who are interested in the gear that I use, because those questions do come up from time to time, so it's good to have something like this to refer to. And also it's good to put some content on YouTube just to kind of share it, to share with the community. So hopefully you liked the video. You know what to do. Thumbs up. If you disliked it, then it's up to you. Yeah, that's cool. And yeah, ask me anything about my gear, about anything with the band, anything really. Have some discussions down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. If not, that's okay. Maybe next time you would. That's all good. It's all good. But yeah, this is pretty much all of what I'm gonna say about that. I will leave it there. I will probably put another video because I've got another amp, which is my my prop. I could say it's my prop amp because I use it mostly for music videos these days, which is my JVM, my Marshall JVM 410H. So I'll do a video on that as well, and stay tuned. I'll see you in the next video.